Hi guys, this is Lamborghini Man here, and welcome to my Memorial Day special. Yes, so today is Memorial Day. I've actually crafted a speech. It took me at least 4 hours. I didn't get to revise it anymore because I wanted to be a surprise to all of you on my channel, but also to veterans in my life. Yeah, life. They're on my Facebook page. One person I'd like to really know is my 7th grade science teacher, Mr. Winston. He was part of the Vietnam War, and this probably to him will mean a lot to him. So, Mr. Winston, this is for you, but to all those who have fallen. Alright, I'll get to the speech just in a moment. Alrighty then, this thing right here. It goes like, what? One page, at least 2.5 pages. So yeah, I crafted a lot of this, but without further ado, here goes. Maybe at the end of this, I'll make it a little slideshow to, honor, but maybe not. I may have some, I'm gonna have good music in the background though. Alright, so, freedom and liberty. Have you ever thought that this day had ever come at a price? Have you been thinking about your life when you've been thinking about your life today, when you should be remembering others? There is a reason why we have Memorial Day here in the United States. The word memorial and Memorial Day has been ignored by too many of us who are beneficiaries of those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. Often we do not observe the day as it should be. A day where we actively remember our ancestors, our family members, our loved ones, our neighbors, and our friends who have given the ultimate sacrifice. This is a quote from Sylvia Moore, it's spelled M-O-H-R. We ignored this day as it is day off from school and work. They really give you this day to honor those who have fallen. If you don't understand what the soldiers of this country has given to the citizens of the country itself and to the world, then you are due a history lesson. Yeah. We begin in the late 1700s, where colonists rebelled against Great Britain, and for those who are not history nerds like me, England. This was the time of choosing for us Americans, to show the world that the most powerful country in its time cannot silence the voice of an American. Many colonial Americans fought hard for the birth of democracy, and thus the United States was born. If it weren't for the generals, especially General George Washington, where would we be today? If it weren't for the independence of the United States, many families would be somewhere else. An estimate of 25,000 people died during the war. This includes death from diseases on the American side, or their colonists. Let's forward to 1914, where World War I was a stalemate in Europe. How were we involved in the first place? We didn't want to get involved in the first place. But Germany had an idea to make sure that the US wouldn't get involved in the war. They secretly contacted the Mexican government to fund an invasion against the US to retake lost territory of California, New Mexico, Texas, and Arizona. To know, this is from a documentary called The World Wars. It's a good one, you should watch it. But when we intercepted the message, it was released to the public. And because of this, public support, especially for the states that were planning to be attacked, raised, and so then the US joined World War I. With our support, we ended the stalemate in Europe and punished Germany by making them pay 132 billion gold marks, in money, in US money terms, $33 billion. In reparations to cover civilian damage caused during the war. An estimated 320,518 Americans were hurt and killed during the war. World War II was a fight for our lives, our right to live. The U.S. had to fight on two fronts, the Pacific theater and the European theater. Two fronts is not as easy to fight as on one front. In the Pacific, we had the Empire of Japan. In the European theater, we had the Nazis, or those who do not know, the Germans. There were many events that led up to our involvement, but the most notable one, the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. An estimated 320,000, an estimated of 1,076,245 U.S. soldiers were injured and killed in the war. The final war I really would like to discuss about is the Vietnam War. A war that my former 7th grade science teacher, Mr. Winston, fought in, which I mentioned in the beginning of the video. May I also know that this is the only war the U.S. has lost in its history from what I recall. This war was the most biggest death toll This war was the most biggest death toll and loss of human life. May we honor those who have fallen and let us use just 24 hours or more of this year to remember them. An estimated number of Vietnamese service members and civilians killed varies from 800,000 to 3.1 million. Some 200,000 300,000 Cambodians and 20,000 to 200,000 I think Latvians, I may have said that wrong, and 58,220 U.S. service members also died in the conflict. There are many other wars to cover, but these are ones I want to cover. Now you know the amount of lives it costs to make it to just today. But still, we continue to lose U.S. service members today. And they should not be put aside by others in history, but with them. But one day, in World War II, a flag was raised on Iwo Jima on one of its mountains called Mount Soberachi on February 23rd, 1945. This was raised in the meaning that all lives that were lost during the war weren't for nothing. This showed that even through the costly amount of human life, that the United States will live on for those who have sacrificed their lives, and today in history, and justice will be served. We are a country that is far more better than it was 200 years ago when it was founded. But we must not forget who has paid the ultimate price for us to be here today. Thank you all for listening. Please take the time out of your day to honor them in any way, whether it's to share Facebook posts about Memorial Day, anything. It means a lot to those veterans who still live today, and most likely those who have fallen. May God bless the fallen. May God bless us, and may God bless America. Thank you. Anyways, so thank you guys for listening and watching this video. It really means a lot, and especially to those other veterans who I just gave this speech to, and the fallen. This is my way of attributing to Memorial Day, and hopefully you can make something like this, or even better, or at least something, right? Now, I don't know what we're gonna do after this. I will think about maybe a slideshow, probably emotional slideshow, I don't know. But still stay tuned, or, But again, thank you guys for watching. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. But also, again, do remember our veterans and the ones who have fallen that never got home to see their families. But then again, this is Lamborghini Man signing off, and maybe enjoy the video after this.